Should we hop over to the demo?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think we can just go through an exciting part of a day of a salesperson that just got a call booked with a prospect and they know they are interested. Maybe it's a qualification call, maybe it's already post-qualification, maybe it's already a demo, depending on the workflow. And we know they're going to be interested in our product. And we're going to quickly get ourselves ready and do a quick demo and have an intelligent conversation with a customer, thanks to our demo.
Well, let's do it.
Here I am logging into Demoboost. We're starting off with a library of demos that can help me run different use cases on a call or share it with the customer, which we're also going to do later. So let's pick an example from SAP right here. And here I can right away go ahead and run it live. But before that, I can quickly kind of show you how I can even personalize it for a customer. I can go into edit. And right here, you can kind of see a little bit behind the scenes how these demos are actually built. We have a technology in your browser that enables us to capture any application, any web-based application, also mobile applications, and parse them into individual screens and actually parse them with the code, not just screenshots or videos, but they take the full interactivity of your application into this, let's say, sandbox on Demoboost. Right now you can see it's code because it's nice and interactive, and at the same time, because it's code, I'm able to edit it. So maybe I want to change 9,000 days to 78 days. Maybe I don't want pretzels, but I feel more like beverages, so we should change pretzels to Coke, which, by the way, will also fit the logo that I have right here, which is also another thing that I can easily change right there. So point is, I'm not technical. I can quickly point and click in certain elements and edit them very quickly. So let's actually ditch those changes real quick right now. Let's go back to presenting live. I'm going to click to present live, and I know I'm going to be meeting with Dave at Coke.com. All this that I'm typing in here is very relevant because this addresses also the analytics and the tracking part. Like, most of the organizations actually don't know how many demos their organization runs, who is presenting what to whom. All of this is very relevant because this also gets tracked and sent into your CRM where you can use it for lead scoring, opportunity scoring, etc. But for now, let me just start the demo. I'm sharing a full screen, by the way, so you're going to see what the seller sees. So a little bit more than just a customer. With a customer, I would just share a tab. But as a seller, I can actually click on this little booklet right here. And you can see the speaker notes pop up right here. And it is exactly what it says it is. It's pretty much a script for your demo. A script that I can now move to the side of my screen. Close that. And now I'm getting on a call, or I'm starting to run my demo and I'm sharing just a tab. The customer does not see this, but yet it tells me exactly what to say, tells me what kind of questions to ask. And oh, by the way, I'm also starting with a slide because it's not just interactive parts of my product that I can use here, but following best practices of the demo, maybe I want to start off with a challenge statement or a conversation starter like this, maybe a persona, maybe a testimonial video to have at the end of the demo or beginning. I can mix and match all these things into a demo. So I can now continue. Then it's going to tell me dynamically what to say on this particular screen, how to continue. So throughout all of this, pretty much it guides me how to run the demo, what kind of things to say. I can have my discovery questions and notes right here. So it takes away, pretty much the stress that I have from, having to remember the script. At the same time, it ensures consistency of messaging across all these demos. And also make sure that the demo is engaging, right? A lot of times the people really focus on the script. They go through the features of the demo, but in this case, it really the script can include things to engage the customer. So that's why it can be helpful whether I'm an intern or I'm the CEO of the company and I need to know how to present a new release. I can literally just get a link and run it perfectly. Now that's not all. Let's say I just ran this demo and it's really nice. The customer loved it, and now there's a typical scenario which we've all been in where I say, hey, I love it, but now I'm going to get back to you in a couple of weeks after I meet with the internal stakeholders. I need to show it to them. I need to get their buy-in. I'll get back to you. Of course, I'm not going to be invited to those meetings, but now I have a chance to equip the champion, the person I'm talking to, with something very powerful for them and for the other people involved in the process. Now, what I can do is I can literally take the same demo or another demo that was, even more relevant after this call. Let's pick something like this. And I can share it with them as a link, send it in an email, Slack message, whatever works. I can also embed it on the website. I can show you some examples in a second. And then they're going to see the same demo, the same flow. It can be also personalized for them. But on top of this, they're also going to get a narrative that can guide them through the story and the flow of the demo. So it's not like a trial where they can get in, and I'm sure we've all had these experiences. We certainly did when we were at Salesforce, that if you will get into a trial, it's a lot of buttons. Yeah, it might have some sort of a guidance, but ultimately people kind of get lost in it. They go off track. Here, it really takes them through a story, right? So it says hello. On top of this, you have a video built in as well. Faces sell. It really helps for you to personalize it. Hey, Mr. Customer, Mrs. Customer, appreciate your business in our meetings today. This is what I prepared for you as a personalized sandbox, and hope you enjoy. I'm here if you have any questions. And then I can continue with the flow as it's going to guide me through everything that I should do in that demo. So there's no way for me to get lost. I can design this sandbox to be as interactive as I want to. We always, or typically recommend to customers to actually limit it to some most important functionalities on the path, so that people, again, don't get lost, but really understand the value, right? So I can now click through it myself as a champion, but I can also take that and show this, to my team, my colleagues, and really explain them this value in a situation where a salesperson's not there to show it, right? So that's something that, I can share with them. And ultimately, both of these things that I just did, a live demo presentation, as well as kind of follow-up on-demand demo, both of those things are tracked, right? And we track it, following, again, practices that we learned, from HubSpot or from selling Pardot, the marketing automation, marketing cloud at Salesforce. We divide those interactions into sessions. You can see there's a live demo being ran by this gentleman right here. And I can then double click and see, hey, this person ran a demo to this person. Didn't go through a whole flow, so that's not great. Didn't spend a lot of time, but I know exactly what they were clicking on, what they spent time on from this short demo. Very similarly, I can go into my on-demand sessions. Let's pick something that is more robust. John Hershey, everybody loves chocolate. It's an on-demand session. So John was somebody who got a link shared with them, potential prospect. I can see, again, how much time they spent, how much of the demo they saw, what did they see exactly step by step. Maybe they had some questions they could have asked them, as well as all of that being brought into a score that, later you can use again for your lead scoring or opportunity scoring, right? So that's the gist of it. There's more bells and whistles, naturally, but as a salesperson and working with organizations with go-to-market, typically you see that's how teams use that on a day-to-day basis.
And that's really cool. It's kind of like a combination of a lot of tools. Like it's a demo, it's a PowerPoint, it's Loom, it's got everything that you need in one place, which is awesome. You mentioned that you can embed it in a website too. I'm assuming like if you wanted to put on your .com website so that people can view a high level demo, that's an option as well.
Absolutely. I think you're peeking at my tabs right here. So exactly, I actually really like this example. Working with Celonis, really great team overall around demos. A great product, bit of a backstory, great product, also pretty complicated product that really shines when you show it. It's a beautiful way how it works, but you really have to kind of show it. And they have built this amazing thing, this demo gallery on their website. And, actually, regardless of technology you'll be using, I think it's really well structured. And, if you're looking into process mining, you can go on such a website on this page, find yourself into one of those personas, let's say procurement, and jump into a specific use case. Maybe you want to check out productivity or revenue if you're in order management, and then you can go into one of those. And as part of their website, which is right here, you can see an embedded tour, a demo of productivity and procurement in this case. But looks and feels like the real product, right? It kind of reacts to myself, whatever I do, but it also guides me. What should I see? And because it's a pretty complex product, right? I mean, I have a lot of buttons and things I can click on. I actually can't get lost because it tells me exactly what should I see, what should I focus on. And yeah, things like this, can generate thousands of sessions, leads, because it's something more than just a screenshot or a video. It really engages people into it. And we see buyers are are really appreciating this. Especially, I think this example is also great because it's ungated. You really want to, shift away from forms, blocking things, rather to provide value easily and quickly like this, and then drive them to some CTAs.
I think it's just such a good insight on how sales ready a lead potentially is, right? I mean, it's one thing if they come to your website, it's another thing if they engage with a demo for 15 minutes and really dig into it. It sounds like it's really easy to get set up, although I'm guessing there's some work required to add like all of these buttons and everything. And I'm also curious how hard the Salesforce or HubSpot or any CRM integration is, or if it's just a widget that sits inside there. So, what are the complex parts, if any, to actually getting Demoboost set up?
So good question. So the first part, and how do you actually get set up? You really need two things. Well, let's say maybe three. You need your own product, which you have. You need a Demoboost product, which acts as an extension in your browser. And when you will go to your product and click through your flow and activate Demoboost extension, it's going to capture that flow in your product into this sandbox kind of automatically. So it's very quick and easy. From the perspective of really the third thing I need is included in the meantime there. So you just have to know your flow, your click path, your demo. You need somebody who actually understands your product from that perspective. We see people getting their demos done in literally minutes. Of course, depending on complexity, but it's very straightforward. And we typically say it's very easy to create a demo in Demoboost. Like technically, it's very easy, or actually maybe it can be very quick, but it doesn't mean it's easy, right? It's like with anything, like with Figma or PowerPoint, or if you give me a pen and a piece of paper and ask me to draw a drawing, I'm going to do a terrible job. Like you need skill and expertise and think about what's going to be a good flow, what's going to make a good painting. Similarly, we have to think about your demo, right? You really have to spend time up front. See, what is the story I want to tell? What is the flow I want to go through? And that's really the heavy lifting. And a lot of organizations don't have that, or maybe they want to improve on this. Later, the building of the demo is very easy, but we spend a lot of time with our customers thinking about and working together with them to just really figure out the story. And the second part with the integration, we're a Salesforce partner, an ISV partner, and so it's a widget that you just integrate into Salesforce, adds a couple of fields into your objects, like opportunity lead, all that good stuff. So it's nothing too complex.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it sounds like you really need product or product marketing support on that initial flow
Mhm.
setup. So you need some buy-in there.